When you think of Singapore, what comes to mind? Glittering skyscrapers, world-class airports, high salaries, spotless streets, and a global reputation as one of the safest and most efficient countries on earth. To outsiders, Singapore looks like a paradise. It's often ranked among the top nations for quality of life, competitiveness, and ease of doing business. But here's the real question: does all this wealth and progress actually make Singaporeans happy in 2025? Happiness is a complex thing. It's not just about money, stability, or success. It's also about emotional well-being, freedom, work-life balance, and the ability to enjoy life. So while Singapore may score high on global indexes, many critics and even locals argue that life here is not always as picture-perfect as it seems. High costs of living, relentless work culture, and pressure to succeed can sometimes overshadow the nation's prosperity. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the question: how happy are Singaporeans really in 2025? We'll explore the positive sides, like safety, healthcare, and opportunities, as well as the challenges, from housing costs to mental health struggles. And by the end, you'll see that happiness in Singapore is not a simple yes or no answer, but a fascinating balance between progress and pressure. So, let's begin our journey into the heart of Singapore's happiness. The bright side: why Singapore seems like a happy place. At first glance, Singapore is a dream country. Citizens enjoy low crime rates, excellent healthcare, and one of the best education systems in the world. According to surveys, over 85% of Singaporeans feel safe walking home at night, something that many countries can only dream of. This sense of security naturally contributes to happiness. The government also provides strong social programs. Subsidized housing from the HDB, Housing and Development Board, allows more than 80% of Singaporeans to own their homes, which creates stability and pride. Healthcare, while not free, is affordable compared to many Western countries, thanks to schemes like MediSave and MediShield Life. And let's not forget, Singapore is an economic powerhouse. Average monthly salaries in 2025 hover around SGD $5,500, $4,000, far higher than most of Asia. With a strong economy, low unemployment, and world-class infrastructure, it's no wonder many people around the world believe Singaporeans must be among the happiest. The pressure cooker: work culture and stress. But beneath the polished surface lies a different story. Singapore is also known as a pressure cooker society. From childhood, students face intense competition. High-stakes exams like the PSLE often determine a child's future path. Many parents invest heavily in private tuition, sometimes spending thousands of dollars a month just to keep up. As adults, the pressure doesn't disappear, it just shifts to the workplace. Singapore consistently ranks among the top countries with long working hours, averaging 44 to 48 hours a week. Many employees feel they must constantly perform to stay competitive in a nation driven by results. This creates high stress levels, leaving less time for relaxation, family, and social life. Mental health concerns have been growing. According to reports, about 1 in 7 Singaporeans experiences a mental health condition in their lifetime. In 2025, conversations around burnout, depression, and anxiety are becoming more open, but the stigma still exists. This suggests that while Singaporeans may be financially stable, emotional well-being is still a major challenge. The cost of living challenge. Another huge factor affecting happiness is the cost of living. Singapore is often ranked as one of the most expensive cities in the world. Let's break it down. Housing: even with subsidies, an HDB flat can cost anywhere from SGD $300,000 to $700,000 depending on location. For private condos, prices soar even higher, making affordability a big concern for young families. And food: a simple hawker meal may cost SGD $4 to $6, but dining out in restaurants can be far more expensive. Imported goods push prices up as Singapore relies heavily on imports. And public transport is reliable but still adds up. Owning a car is almost a luxury, with a Certificate of Entitlement, COE, costing upwards of SGD $90,000 in 2025, sometimes more than the price of the car itself. So while incomes are high, expenses often rise just as fast, creating financial pressure and limiting how much people can actually enjoy their money. Community and family life. On the positive side, Singapore remains a family-oriented society. Strong cultural values, combined with government policies, encourage family bonding. For example, the baby bonus scheme provides financial support for new parents, and maternity and paternity leaves have expanded in recent years. Singaporeans also enjoy access to well-maintained parks, public spaces, and community events. Places like East Coast Park, Gardens by the Bay, and Sentosa give families affordable ways to relax and spend quality time together. This balance of modern living with nature and culture definitely contributes to happiness. Global rankings versus reality. On global happiness indexes, Singapore usually ranks high in areas like income, safety, and education, but lower in areas like work-life balance and emotional well-being. In 2025, surveys show Singapore hovering around the middle to upper range globally, not as high as Nordic countries like Finland or Denmark, but certainly higher than many Asian neighbors. This gap highlights the reality: happiness in Singapore is real, but it comes with trade-offs. Many Singaporeans themselves express gratitude for stability and opportunities, but also admit to feeling stressed and overworked. Generational differences. Interestingly, happiness levels differ across generations. Older Singaporeans, who lived through the nation's early struggles, often feel grateful for how far the country has come. They see the progress as a blessing and value stability above all. Younger Singaporeans, however, often question whether material success is enough. Many seek work-life balance, more freedom, and personal fulfillment rather than just financial security. Social media has amplified this generational divide, with younger voices openly discussing burnout and the desire for change. So, how happy are Singaporeans really in 2025? The answer is, it depends on how you define happiness. If happiness means safety, stability, and financial security, then yes, Singaporeans are among the happiest in the world. Few nations can offer what Singapore does: clean streets, strong healthcare, great education, and a thriving economy. But if happiness means freedom, relaxation, emotional well-being, and balance, then Singapore still has challenges to overcome. Long working hours, high costs of living, and mental health pressures weigh heavily on daily life. In truth, Singapore's happiness is a balance between gratitude and pressure. Most citizens are proud of their country and thankful for the opportunities it provides, yet many quietly wonder if the pursuit of success has left less room for joy. And maybe that's the beauty of Singapore: it is a nation constantly striving, improving, and questioning itself. The pursuit of happiness here is not finished, but an ongoing journey. So next time you see Singapore's glowing skyline, remember, behind every skyscraper, every bustling hawker center, and every efficient MRT ride lies a deeper story, a story of people navigating the fine line between success and happiness.